Hello friends! There are some videos on my channel with the reviews of different power banks with a stable 5 volts. But there was no power bank so far which provides 12 volts or at least 9 volts. However, sometimes there are situations when you need 9 volt or even 12 volt power supply with the minimum weight and dimensions. Exactly because of this reason I have got some power banks, tested them and selected the best one. Here it is. The AILI is well-known brand, but I didn't like some models of it. As to this one, it has more or less stable power output. It's the weight without batteries. You can see the data on the rear side of the device, and we will check this data during our test. Well, this device has 2 USB ports. Here we have Android sign, and here Apple, but in my opinion they are in parallel. Here we have the light emitting diode. Well, this is power output, the voltage of which can be selected here. But in case you turn the USB port with the help of this button, or this switch works independently. So you can charge nothing with the help of these USB ports, but anyway you can get the voltage with the help of this switch. Also, in case you leave this switch not in off position, it will be turned on despite this switch. Here nothing, also nothing, and here we have the micro USB connector for charging of this power bank. Now I will insert the old batteries in order to check the charge level indicator. There is no need to insert 6 ones. And here we have 2 from 4. In order to turn this off, including the USB, we press twice. So, long press and twice in order to turn this off. We turn this on, and after that long press turns the light on. Also long press turns the light off. 5 volts, 5.02 and 5.02. So most probably they are connected in parallel, these 2 ports. So in case of no load, this device turns off. Let's check the capability of the USB ports. Well, this USB tester cannot be inserted into the USB port together with this one, because the ports are very close. That's why I've used the extender. Here we have 5.2 and here 5.3. This load is designed to 0.6, 1 and 2 amps. This is approximately less than 1 amp and less than 2 amps. Here we have 0.8 and voltage is 4.9. In case of 2 amp load, 4.88 volts and 1.54 amps. Let's increase the load. 4.88 volts, 1.55 amps, 4.95 volts and 0.75 amps. 1 amp load here. 4.89 volts, 1.56 amps. Here 4.92 volts, 1.02 amps. So in total we have 2.5 amps, even 2.6 amps. Let's apply the maximum load. Here we have 4.08 volts, 1.67 amps. Here 4.14 volts, 1.31 amps. So in total we have 3 amp load, but the voltage is very low. Some devices will not recognize this voltage as the USB one. So this device provides stability in case of 1 amp load here and 1.5 amps here. In total it can provide 2.5 amps. We will test the power output of this power bank. Everything is connected. We will apply all these loads and check the voltage and amperage with the help of this small volt ampere meter. But additionally we will control the voltage with the help of this more precise device. The first voltage to be tested is 3.8 volts. Here we have 4.1 volts. The maximum amperage according to the data should be 2.5 amps. Let's apply the load. 1.2, 2.2, 2.3, and in case of 2.7 the voltage decreases. Let's decrease the load. In case of 2.6 the voltage is approximately 4 volts, which is less than the initial voltage. So 2.5 amps is achieved and the device can withstand this amperage. Let's check the next voltage, 6 volts. 6.1, 6.19. The maximum amperage this device can withstand is 1.8 amps. The voltage increases a bit. 1.7 and voltage is 6.4. Let's increase the load a bit. So in case of 1.85 amps the voltage decreases. Here we have 5.9 and here we have 6 volts. So we can say that the device can withstand 1.8 amps. Now let's check the 9 volt level. In case of 9 volts, the amperage is 1.1 amps. The load is too high. Let's decrease it. This is 10 watt car bulb, this is 4 watt car bulb. But in case of 19 watt in total, it will decrease the voltage definitely. 1.14 is more than it can provide. So at 9 volt level it can provide approximately 0.9 amps. And finally 12 volts. The maximum amperage should be 0.6 amps. This is too high load. Yes. 12 watt car bulb. This is 10 watt car bulb. Also it will be too high. No, in case of idle mode we have 11.8 and here we have 12.1, and in case of 10 watt car bulb we have here 12 volts, here we have 12.2 volts, 0.75 amps, so even more than described. And let's check in case of 9 watts, 5 watts plus 4 watts. So this is the nominal load. We have 0.6 amps and the exact voltage is 12.2. So the device really copes with the task. As to the conclusion, the device is excellent in view of its USB ports. As to the power supply of different voltages, they are not exactly the same as described on the rear panel of the power bank, but anyway the power supply is more or less stable. Thanks for watching. Wish you good luck!